Hi, we're the Clark family, and we've sold our house and packed up our lives and moved to Galicia in northern Spain.
So follow us as we start our new lives, learn new skills, join a new community, and try to live a more sustainable life.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Escape from El Campo. Another busy week, lots of chicken news for you, because I know we're all happy about chickens. We're actually sat in the chicken pen now. We were hoping that they'd come and like sit on our heads or come and sit on my knee so I could stroke them, but they've all ran off to go and eat some more food.
Also, you wouldn't stroke one.
I might do if he come and sit with me, or she come and sit with me. It depends if it was one of those meat-eating chickens or not. Then, if it was a meat-eating chicken, I probably wouldn't, because I'd be scared of it. Anyway, so we'll come on to chicken news in a bit. Last weekend, we, as advertised, we went to the wine festival in Chantada, which the 41st year of wine festival in Chantada.
Yeah, famous all over Galicia, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely inland in Galicia is the old Chantada Wine Festival. We saw adverts for it, didn't we?
Yeah, went to Orense, didn't we, in the week to pick supplies up. And we saw adverts for we saw billboard. That's American, that is, isn't it? Billboard. What's the I don't know what the English version of a billboard is. Anyway, you know what I mean. Billboard with the 41st wine festival on, and we went. Firstly, it was flipping freezing. It had been snowing that morning, and there was snow on the ground. We were frozen, weren't we?
It was like a proper winter day.
Well, we sat here in short sleeves because we've had some really nice weather this week. We've had three really nice days, haven't we?
Yeah, apart from yesterday.
But on Saturday, sorry, when the festival was on, it was bitterly cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
I administered some antifreeze, i.e. wine, and I felt much better after that.
Me and the kids, however.
You were frozen. Yeah, so imagine a large marquee. With they were like massive wine barrels, weren't they?
Yeah.
So the stalls that were sort of selling their wares there were inside these wine barrels. Effectively, they'd been made into a stall, hadn't they?
Yeah,
so there was perhaps
cool.
20 of them, 20 barrels with people inside.
Yeah, and Adam tried a bottle of wine from all of them.
Yeah, well, we tried. I was very surprised, to be honest, because I was expecting to go there and. Firstly, the first surprise was I thought we'd go to stall by stall, and you'd go around with a glass and they'd give you a little taster and you'd swirl it around and smell it and sip it and nod knowingly, not that we know anything about wine, move on to the next one, try that, same routine. It wasn't. You went and bought a bottle, and so that was the first surprise. It was a bottle from each stall, and as there was only two of us drinking, that got pretty heavy pretty quick. And secondly, €10 for a bottle of wine, which in our local village restaurant, a bottle of wine in the restaurant is only €4.50 when you're eating in there. So it's twice as expensive as that. But can you imagine going to like a wine festival in Britain? How much would a bottle of wine cost you?
A glass of wine would be about a tenner.
It would, wouldn't it? It'd
Easy.
be like 25-30 quid.
Yeah.
When we went to Download the other year, they were selling bottles of wine, weren't those plastic bottles of wine?
Yeah.
They were like
30 quid.
They were 30 quid, weren't they?
Yeah.
30 quid each.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the next surprise. It was reasonable.
Yeah, and we're not talking about buying like your barefoot wine that's mass produced by a massive company. We're talking about local artisanal winemakers, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not belittling them. They are big companies, but they're not. it's not mass-produced wine. It's Ribera Sacra Bodega
Wine.
Yeah.
So low carbon footprint, really tasty, really cheap, really nice. I mean, well, what's not to like,
No,
to be honest?
absolutely.
And I liked a lot.
I had a little taste of them. And
You did have a little sip,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I
Yeah.
did think they were very nice as well.
And for the second time in the week, we had octopus again, didn't we?
We did have octopus again.
Yeah, we went with some friends from down in the village, and we had octopus with them, and the kids had a plate of pork ribs, didn't they, and sausages.
They had ribs and sausages, yeah,
Yeah.
which was also delicious.
So standard setup, octopus covered in pimento, olive oil, massive lump of bread, and bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And what can you want? I'm really hoping that next year the weather's a bit nicer and we stay a bit later into the evening, because we missed out on a
The entertainment, and the kids were freezing, weren't they?
Yeah.
The kids weren't particularly interested in it, and we dragged them along, and it was cold, so they were a little bit miserable, and there weren't any other kids there. So yeah, hopefully next year it'll be a little bit warmer, and everybody will be a little bit happier.
But yeah, it's really cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just there's a tea delivery just about to arrive.
Should we come? There's a chicken as well coming to say hello.
Are you to me?
Push the door.
Huh?
Push.
I was pushing.
Push.
But be careful of that stick there, look.
Don't trip over it.
Say to you.
You come to feed the moggy.
Yeah. Say to you.
Thank you.
Chicken.
Tea delivery.
Are you going to attack me if I
Yeah.
chink?
No, but she'll run away. Sorry, I'm being distracted now
My
by...
chickens, they're coming. Ignore them, and they might walk past. We might have a cameo role by Hen Solo and Henrietta in a minute. What was the other one? What was the other
None
one
of them are
called?
called Hen Solo.
Ah, that's rubbish.
We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, we've got Rosie, we have Jemima, we have Princess, we have I said Henrietta?
No, Henrietta.
Henrietta, and we have unnamed because it's unloved. We didn't name them, they're named by 3 of our nieces, our 2 kids, and your eldest.
Who's not named one?
Scarlett.
Oh, is she not?
Yes, unnamed because it's unloved. Hello.
Hey, chickadees.
Are coming to be nosy roses. Oh, I bet you are Rosie.
Are you Rosie?
We can't tell you which one's which because I can't.
We don't know yet,
We
do
can't
we?
tell them apart. Are you talking?
Potato peel. Potato peel. Potato peel.
So as you might be able to see, we got our chickens.
Chicken news.
They arrived on Monday. We brought them home in a cardboard box, which was,
Well, how else do you bring chickens home?
I got no idea. It was kind of nerve-wracking on the way home. But yeah, and they spent about half an hour in the corner feeling a bit nervous and a bit worried about the journey, and then they sort of made themselves straight at home, didn't they?
Yeah.
So Adam's made an ingenious food feeder, which is a bucket with a hole in the bottom with
A toddle.
a toggle, and they peck at the toggle, and then the food comes out on the floor. And we had a neighbour come to meet the hens the other day. She was like, "Wow, this is ingenious. Where did you buy this from?" Well, actually,
We stole it off of YouTube. That's what we did. We didn't invent it. We stole it off of YouTube.
no, we didn't invent it.
But it seems to be working well. And anyway, we've got some footage of that. So here it is. So the ladies have landed.
Can we go in here or the end bit?
In the end bit, I think. You just destroyed all their perches.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, apologise to the ladies, not me.
How often did we fit through? Hey! Hey, chicks! Hi!
Hello.
Hello! Come on then.
Oh, she's hiding her face. She doesn't want to.
Okay. It's okay. Are you ready?
Good girl. There we go. There we go.
So I made this feeder. I saw somebody on the excuse me. I saw somebody on the internet making this. It's quite ingenious, really. So it's just a bucket with a lid on to keep it watertight and to keep the any pests out of it. And it's got an eye bolt coming through the bottom, and just a block of wood. So when the hens peck it, it just releases a bit of feed at a time. So they'll scoop that up and then they'll give it another peck, and yeah, the food will come out. Ingenious, I thought, and very simple. Yeah, so we let the chickens out, and like Em said, they're a bit nervous. They wouldn't go inside. We've discovered that these chickens, I mean, I don't know whether this is a chicken thing, they're scared of the dark. They won't go inside unless the light is on inside their indoor coop. So the first night we came up to see if they'd gone in, we were expecting them to be roosted, and they're all huddled up in the corner, weren't they? Because it was getting quite late.
Yeah.
So Emma scooped one up and pushed it in, and it promptly came straight back out again. So Emma pushed it back in again, and I put my foot against the hatch to stop him coming out, and he promptly come out. Well, she promptly came out again, and then I just said to Emma, I said, "Do you think they're scared of the dark?" And they won't go in because they can't see where they're going. And the reason I said that was there was an old incandescent bulb hanging up inside the coop, and we did wonder what it was for. And then I just had a sort of a brainwave. I wonder if they used to put the light on to get the chickens in.
Yeah.
So we put our torches with the lights on and shone them inside, and they all went inside. It was amazing. So it was sort of dusk outside but pitch black inside, and I can sort of understand not wanting to go into a tiny little unknown space.
Yeah, especially when, like
in
you
the
say,
dark.
they can't see in the dark, can they, at all?
But as soon as the light was on in there, they went in.
Yeah.
So what we've bought, and it's just arrived today, we've bought a solar powered light which will come on when it's dusk, and it'll stay on for half an hour or 2 hours or whatever you set it for. And we're hoping that ow, this chicken's trying to undo my laces. So we're hoping that it's not a worm. We're hoping that the light will come on and they'll go inside, and then the automated door will come down, and they'll be able to put themselves to bed at night and come out if we're busy or we're out or whatever.
Or don't get up.
Or don't get up in the morning. Yeah. So the door will open and let them out. Yeah. So the automated door came from a company called Run Chicken. So it's on sort of a ratchet system that goes up and down. It's really well made. It's made out of aluminium, and it's got a light sensor on it. You can set it up for all different configurations. You can set it up based on your GPS location, so to work out what time the sun's going up and down, or you can set it for the ambient light. Is that right? Ambient light. So the ambient light, so it closes when it gets to a certain level, light level, and then opens in the morning when it gets to another light level. You can do it manually. So it seems to tick all the boxes, so we're going to give it a go. Anyway, we've not installed it because we've installed it onto our chicken tractor. When we picked up our 6 chickens, we promptly ordered another 20, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this time, these are proper meat-eating chickens.
No, they don't eat meat, Adam.
They're chickens for consumption.
Yeah. Or autoconsumos in Spanish.
Yeah. So we did a little bit of research on chickens. Half expected to be asked what breed we wanted, and etc. etc. They said, "What would you like? Red or black?" Was it red or black,
no,
or
red
white?
Or white?
Red or white. Yeah. So there was no breed or anything like that involved. It was just, do you want red ones or do you want white ones?
Yeah, white ones grow bigger and they grow quicker, and they are a more
supermarket type bird.
Yeah, and the red ones, they grow slower and they're not as big and they've got a stronger taste. So we decided that we'd go for 10 of each. We'll try them, see which ones we like the taste of the best. And I think it'd be quite nice actually to have 10 ready before the other 10 will be ready as well. And then we'll just decide then from what we want to do in the future.
Yeah, so we've almost finished making a chicken tractor. How many days have I been on it now? This is day 3.
Yeah, day 3.
Yeah, so when I finish work in the afternoon, I'll come out and work for a few hours into the early evening, and so this is my third day, and I've got some bit of footage of that. I was hoping it was going to be done on day 2, but it's still not done.
She's giving you a right telling off.
Yeah, so we've got the chicken tractors partially made, and the electronic door from Chicken Run has ended up on the chicken tractor because the 20 birds are coming on Monday. They're going to be much smaller than these, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're only going to be poults, so they're only going to be sort of this size. They're coming on Monday, so I've repurposed it onto the chicken tractor, so it's an automatic door on there. Gesundheit. Jesus.
I reckon that tripod's going to fall over in a minute.
If the camera keeps shaking, it's because the chickens are pecking at the legs of the tripod. Yeah, so most of the free time this week has been taken up with, well, my free time has been taken up with chicken tractor construction. Still not finished. It's going to have to be finished by Monday. We need some more supplies. I should have bought some shares in screws because I've used that many screws on it. I mean, it's made of wood, but I think it'll probably sink. It's that heavy from the amount of screws in it.
The good news is that pretty much your to scale drawing
it's worked out.
has worked out.
It has, yeah.
Yeah. Some might say that it worked out a little bit too well because there is no little bits of spare wood.
No, there's nothing left over, is there?
No, absolutely nothing.
Okay, we've just been to pick the timber up from the timber merchants. He's cut it all down to size for us, what we wanted. It looks absolutely spot on. The quality of the timber is really good compared to what we bought from the builders merchants last year to build the compost heap, and what I've been using for other little projects around the place. This timber looks really good. It's smooth. It's not quite sanded down, but it's certainly not rough cut. That's for certain. So yeah, it looks like it might be a pleasure to work with. So I was working away diligently yesterday early evening, and didn't realise that the camera ran out of battery. So there's quite a bit more work done here than what we can see on the time lapse. Managed to get the door frame in, get the roof on, and also start building up the rear of the chicken tractor there. So that's going to be the back. That's going to be the back of it. This bit at the bottom here, what I'm going to do is cut this section out and put some hinges along, so this section will open up, which will allow us to get access inside to clean it from the rear. And then there'll be a similar sort of construction on the front, which will have the door for the chickens to go in and out of. One thing I will point out, despite me making detailed plans, drawing out detailed plans, I'll show you. And scheduling out all the timbers here. Oh, the wind's got it. The first thing I did was set the base up. I set it up wrong. I used the wrong timbers. So these timbers are along the bottom here. These ones here are the wrong ones. So I'm going to have to take them off now and put the correct ones on, because it's left me short of this timber for use elsewhere. So yeah, planning and preparation doesn't always prevent piss poor performance, because yeah, just disprove the point. So this is where we're up to now after 2 afternoons and early evenings, late afternoons, early evenings, building the older chicken tractor. You can see we've got the roof on now. Just need to secure the top channel there. Is that what it's called? A channel? Sombrero? I'm sure it's called a sombrero here. Everything on the top is a sombrero. So we've got these roof panels. This is sort of I think it's sort of made from asphalt. You can see where it's sort of bleeding a bit of oil or something there. We did originally buy these panels here, but they're so heavy. I don't think the structure would actually have held it. So we've gone for these much lighter. Wow, look at these birds just flying in here. That's why we've got the aerial defences on the chicken hut, because we have such large birds of prey knocking around. He's just been chased off by 2 crows. Anyway, back to the chicken hut. So this is where we are with it. We've got the roof on. We've got the main overnight accommodation constructed. Round the back, we have access for going and for cleaning it out. So just these little bolts here to move it. Just need a little latch on there to hold it up so it doesn't fall down and smack me on the head when I'm inside cleaning it. And we've got these, I don't know where you can see these. So I'm going to stand back a bit. We've got these perches inside there, and there's a little hatch for the door. We've got an automated door. We're going to use the one off the egg laying chickens coop for the time being. I've ordered another one, but it's probably going to take a week to arrive. So we use that one, as we've got these meaty chickens for meat production arriving on Monday, so we need to be ready for them. That's where we're up to now. And so today's project is, I've got one more roof rafter to put in. Stand back a bit. I've got one more roof rafter to put in across there. Might offset it slightly. And then across the bottom we're going to put this, got some hardware cloth there, which is really fine mesh, which is going to go around the bottom. And then we've got some more traditional chicken wire to go up and over the top. Yeah, so that's this afternoon, and I guess into the early evening again project. Hopefully we'll get it done today, but I've been saying that for the last 2 days. while I was making chicken tractor in the afternoon, Em went off for a lesson on how to make Galician caldo, didn't you?
Yeah, which was pretty cool. You have to, if you're going to live in Galicia and you want to be a Galician woman, then you have to know how to cook a traditional caldo de Galicia. So we went round, well, I went round to a neighbour's house, and she showed me how to make it, and it was absolutely delicious.
It was, yeah.
One of the key ingredients is something called, a word that I can never remember.
Unto.
No.
No?
The vegetable, the leaf.
Oh, grelos.
Oh yeah, grelos. And that's not something that's something that you plant in the autumn. So once you've harvested your potatoes, you harvest them and then you seed straight away in the same place. So obviously we've not got any yet. So the next day I went over to Olga's field and we harvested a load of grelos, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. You
well,
did.
I did while you were working. And then I made my first caldo, which was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, very nice, yeah.
I don't know why I sound surprised. I mean, it wasn't anywhere near as good as what hers was, but you know, I've got practice to do. But if you would like to see a bit more about that, then check out my TikTok, because a full video will be on there showing everything that I did.
And we also learned to make a proper Spanish tortilla as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did. Because that's something that we've both tried
We've
to
tried,
do.
and it just ends up tasting like omelette, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like proper Spanish tortilla.
No.
So the friends who we went to the wine festival with,
Yeah, we ended up back at their house.
We ended up
and
back
had
at
a
their
bit of a
house.
party, didn't we?
yeah, they showed us how to make a proper tortilla. So we've learned how to do that as well.
Yeah. And it's a bit like your mum with her special frying pan that she only cooks pancakes in.
This is their special tortilla pancake
Yeah, they had
frying pan.
an entire frying pan that is only cooked for tortilla.
Not half a frying pan.
An entire
frying pan.
frying pan that's only ever used for tortilla, and a giant plate. Because that was the secret that we didn't know, is that you have to turn the tortilla upside down halfway through cooking onto a giant plate.
And
A
put it
giant
back in
plate
there.
because the saucepan was quite big, frying pan, and then slide it back in again to be able to cook the other side.
I can pretty much guarantee the first time we do and we turn it over,
The dogs are going to be having it.
it's going to be good to go like an unset blancmange or custard that's going to go everywhere.
Can I, Bagsy, that you do that and I film it, because I think that could be hilarious.
But yeah, that's something else we could try, and you know, we're going to be hopefully inundated with eggs when these ladies start their laying procedures.
She's run off.
She has. I've scared her. Talk of eggs and she's gone. We're told by one of the neighbours who came up to look at our chickens that two of them are about to lay. She can tell by their is it their comb on the top of their head, the size of their comb and the redness of their comb, that they're getting to a stage where they're ready to lay eggs. So she reckons within the next week or so we should start seeing some eggs from at least two of them.
Yeah. And then hopefully the others will start coming into maturity as well, so don't worry, we'll definitely be sharing that, because I will be so excited. Cake Bill! Cake Bill! Anyway, what else have we done?
Did we plant seeds on Sunday? Did we plant a load of seeds on Sunday?
We did, didn't we?
Yeah. We planted a load of seeds on Sunday. It's a vague memory for me because I was suffering a bit with not a massive hangover, but a bit of a hangover.
Yeah.
But yeah, we planted seeds on Sunday, didn't we? And we weeded.
Yeah.
For a start.
We've not done that for a little while, so the grass was a bit overgrown in the old.
It took us a while, didn't it? And we
polytunnel.
planted more seeds. What did we plant this time?
Mostly beans and peas.
Beans and peas. Yeah, because the plastic that you saw us put it down was, I think it must be getting on for a month now. So I think within the next couple of weeks, once the plants look a bit bigger and the weather stops being so variable, we'll be able to get them out, won't we?
Yeah.
Onto the land.
Yeah.
You're all up to date with what we've been doing. I hope you found that informative and interesting at the same time.
We will see you out now with some clips of the chickens.
So that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week with we should have another 20 chickens and hopefully a completed chicken tractor.
Else we're going to have 20 chickens just running around crazy all over the field.
In the bedroom.
Definitely not in the bedroom.
So we'll see you next week.
Thanks for you. Thanks for you. Ciao.
Bye.